strikes back. Disappointment me. So, yeah, they're cool. I met them last winter before last. You met them first, though.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really cool. They've done some cool stuff. You've done some cooler stuff, though.
Oh, we don't say that.
Oh, no, not really. But okay, I guess that is the wrong way to word it. I'm trying to figure out how to just bring
if you want to
So
say
you played with
peak
Bon Jovi. So about that, you guys, you opened for Bon Jovi at Scott Trade Center in front of like 20,000 people or something, right?
Yeah. We were very fortunate to have that opportunity.
So tell me how this came to be, and then please tell me what that was like.
Well, it was originally a joke at first, to be honest.
Right?
Yeah, it was
Really?
more just like, hey, I saw this thing on Facebook, so I sent it to the guys. I'm like, wouldn't it be really funny if we entered this contest? And Coyle was like, okay, I guess I'll do it later.
Yeah, I got off of work and I just like 11 o'clock and just went home and submitted the video. Didn't even read the rules or anything, which kind of came back at us a little bit, but I mean.
And you had already had that video taken as a like kind of a teaser towards the fact that you were putting this album out because you opened for Tear Out the Heart last December for their hometown Christmas show. Mm-hmm. So you just happened to have it.
That video was filmed
and it was amazing.
With Boing for Soup at the Ready Room and another band I can't say on the air.
Okay.
But
I just say the F off and dies.
Yeah,
I say it that way.
The Fodes.
Yeah, you can do that. I just say F off.
Marcella's other band. Yeah.
They were playing the night before you at the Ready Room too, by the way.
Really?
They have their CD release.
Nice.
I'm
gonna try to go to
I'm
that
going to be there. New Lingo's there, so I'm going to be
Everybody's
there.
got their CD release.
It's summer. Everybody was in the studio over winter. They come out in the summer. That's when all the CDs come out.
But it was funny whenever, like when we found out that we won, or at least made it to like the next stage in it.
Mm-hmm.
I was over at our drummer's house, and it was me and Dylan, and I was sitting there playing some game on my computer. He was I don't know, Rocket League or whatever, and and then he looks at his phone and he's like, dude, I think we won. I was like, nah.
No way.
And I just went on about my thing, and he just started progressively getting more and more hyped. His head started getting like bigger and bigger. He's like, dude.
His face start getting red? Yeah. His face gets red when he gets excited.
Mm-hmm.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah.
I can't look at him for too long.
I don't get him excited that often, so I can't tell you.
Okay, well, that's a different thing.
But he just kept getting progressively more and more hyped. And he's like, dude, I think we won. So I looked at the email, and it said specifically, it's like, you guys are in like the final round, of like the top 10 bands. So, it's like, we're going to, if you guys win, we will send you an email and blah, blah, blah. And then I think, was it the next day?
Like the next 2 days.
Yeah, next day or two, we get an email. Basically, we just get bombarded with emails saying, like, we need an input list. We need, signatures. We need
photos for press stuff.
Yeah, we need press releases. We need all this sort of stuff. And we were like, we
wasn't
Lord.
ready.
And then there was like another one from the tour manager like a couple days after that, like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, we picked you, and we're like, oh, thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, we got all stuff before they said we were picked. So it's like, I started telling people at work, yeah, we won, like before we even officially got the win.
It was a very surreal experience, and like I couldn't quite grasp it at the time. So I was like, you know what? I'll call my dad. Like maybe that'll bring some realization to me. So I call my dad, and I tell him, I was like, so you may not believe this, but I'm gonna be playing with Bon Jovi. And he just goes, well, that's cool.
Oh.
Click.
I was like,
Does he actually sound like Ned Flanders, or is that just how you put his voice?
that's I don't know. I put random voices to everybody, so he is a really goofy guy, though.
So what was it like? What was the process day of show like? So you get to Scott Trade. What time was load for that?
Matt loves this.
What time was load? It was early.
I mean, it had to have been like 1 in the afternoon or something.
Because we had to get there like 5 or 6 hours before we played.
Mm-hmm.
That's
that was the longest wait of our lives.
The most memorable part of the load-in was that we like pulled in. They're like, "Oh yeah, pull the trailer in this way." So I get my the truck with this trailer pulled into this like hallway kind of area, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we need you to turn it around." I'm like, "Well, how do you expect me to turn a truck and a trailer around in a hallway?"
Yeah, we spent like 15 minutes trying to do it until some guy came out and was like, all right, hang
road
on.
crew. Yeah, that's what they do for a living.
Yeah,
though.
not one of us knew how to do it.
We tried.
You're not there
very
yet.
hard.
You're not there yet.
Nah.
Yeah, that Bon Jovi probably can't do it either. That's why he has somebody to do it for him.
You're not.
That guy has the nicest set of teeth.
He looks a lot better in person than he does in his photos. It's kind of amazing, actually.
Did he smell good? I know rock stars always smell really good. At least
my nose
Grace
was
said.
stuffy that day, so
I didn't. Take
I mean,
a
I
big
did it
whiff
like
of him.
you know what I mean. I didn't mean it like in a weird way, but it's like
He definitely carried himself like he knew he was the guy.
Right.
He knew.
Man.
Right.
And
That's
like
fair.
he shook our hands. He's like, "Yeah, I was there when we picked you and everything." I'm like, "You probably weren't, man. You're off doing Bon Jovi stuff." But thanks for telling us that. Oh, he also told us a story about how
Oh,
when he opened
God.
for ZZ Top when he was younger and he got booed off stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
he said that he was like in a very similar situation as us. You know, he like his band or whatever won a contest, and it was to open up for ZZ Top at where Madison Square Garden.
Oh, jeez.
And he gets
Yeah.
up in front of them, and he ends up getting booed off stage. And we
Yeah.
were just like, "Well, that's very reassuring.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you, thank you, Mr. Jovi."
I wasn't nervous at all until he told that story, and as soon as he said that, I was like, "Thanks a lot. I'm gonna go throw up."
Matt
now."
literally threw up.
Yeah.
But 20,000 people.
Yeah.
Like
that was insane.
there are bands that you follow that you are extremely successful for that your style of music that will never play in front of that many people.
Oh yeah, we peaked early.
It's-
As
really
Matt
did.
likes to remind us always.
Yeah.
what did it
Like-
feel like when it? I mean, did you process that many people were there when you were playing the songs on the stage?
Well, I didn't realize, like, because I work down in St. Louis as a stagehand all the time, so I see these venues all the time. And I've worked at the Scott Trade Center many times before, but I think the first big hit was whenever we were doing a sound test. We were setting up our gear, and the whole place was just completely empty.
So the
not
echo-
not even seats were laid down yet. It was just a stage and like the lighting and sound, obviously, and they had us all mic'd up or plugged in or whatever. And I think I think the drums sound tested first, and when the toms started coming through the main sound system, you could just like hear it just go way
Echo
down
all the time.
But then it really hit me is I was playing my bass and I could hear it on my cads behind me, and it was like very loud. I was like, oh, this sounds awesome. And then all of a sudden, just this wave of just bass just went just straight into the end of the hallway, and it sounded so massive. I was like, this is the greatest feeling
massive.
on earth.
Every time like when we were sound checking, every time Adam hit his snare, the Raptors would shake. I'm like, you like that, Adam? He's like nods.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Adam likes that.
Yeah, Adam had a good day at Bon Jovi.
Yeah, I never seen a man eat so many lobster tails in my life.
I was so upset that I had to miss it. I actually watched it while I was at work. I got scheduled to work that night, and I just started my job. So I was, and I was so happy for you guys. I was kind of crying a little bit because I'm all emo and stuff. And a customer comes in and is like wanting a waffle and ice cream. And they're like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, my friends are opening for Bon Jovi right now." Like, nuh-uh. So she comes over to my phone and starts watching it with me. It was great.
That's kind of funny.
I wore this
It's,
shirt to work that night, just in solidarity, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, was it Dylan that was telling us he went to a gas station or
Yeah,
something
I
like
was
that?
there
He
with
was,
them, yeah.
he was telling the lady there, it's like, yeah, my band's playing for Bon Jovi, and they were just just looking. I was like, okay.
They did not believe us at all. Like,
What you'll see, they'll all see.
Well, and you guys got to do a lot of like fun press with that too. So you got to do Fox 2.
yeah.
Which
We're
we're actually doing that this Monday again.
And you got to go on with Cornbread, which are you doing that again too?
Not in the
You're not gonna be
immediate
able to-
future, no.
Okay. But I know you did those two things. I think you did something
We
else
did,
too.
Almond Report also.
Right, that's
Yeah.
what it was. I knew there was a third thing.
That was interesting.
So
No, yeah, it was a good time. It was one of those things where like we were all super nervous prior, and then like when we had to like wait under the stage for like a good 30 minutes before we got to play, and it was just like the spotlight coming down on you from like where you walk up the steps. It was like something out of a DVD. But as soon as we got on stage, it felt like a normal show.
Right.
It just felt so natural. As soon as Adam started coming in with the drums, like everything felt natural.
I
again.
know
And
with the live video that I watched, because I went back and watched it again, I could tell like it was like as soon as your set ended, and I was looking at Dylan. It was like it was a snap. Like it was just like it hit him what just happened. He was just like you could see his head. He just goes, "Oh my god!" Like, and it was awesome. Like, but you guys killed it. You did really well from the pieces I saw, and that's a really awesome thing. If any opportunities come from it, and we're gonna have to cut in just a few minutes, but anything else come from it yet, or
just a press? Like we have a really good press kit now, obviously.
Yeah.
did your socials go up at all? Like your likes and followers
those
and
did.
stuff?
Yeah, it helped out for a little bit. It was one of those things like some people you either like really liked us or like we've heard that we just weren't quite their thing, which we totally expected.
It was Bon Jovi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was fun.
Yeah, we got to meet a really cute tour manager too, so like that was cool.
Wait, was it a female tour manager?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, hi, Melanie.
I get excited.
She's not listening to this.
Oh no.
Melanie's never gonna hear
That's a hard job for a female to get into, man. She's tough as nails.
was
I
super-
promise.
When
She's
we-
super nice, but I promise she's
before
tough
you-
as nails. She
Before we
needs to
cut, yeah, like when we first met her, she was listening to My Chemical Romance. Like, yeah, you helped us get this, didn't you?
be. Nice. So we have 5 minutes left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you go over your. Do we have enough time for me to let them go over their socials?
Like 5 seconds of silence. I can make it quick.
Okay. Yep, we're gonna do that real quick. What we're gonna have you review your socials because that Bon Jovi we got to talking. We're gonna go to basically the show info again. I'm gonna have you intro. I'm gonna say the 2 songs that are coming after it. Have you intro yours because the order is right here,
Right.
and we're just gonna play them back to back to back.
Which one? Disquiet and what?
Above and Below by Skyline and Ruins,
Okay.
and then the acoustic of For You, the strip version by Ashland. Since they're playing acoustic on your show, I'm playing their
Yeah.
acoustic.
Cool.
So just because the Student Center closes, and I mean we're still on the air. Anybody's listening, it's just cutting for the video. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But it's the Student Center here closes at 5 in the summers. So like we have to be out of. They lock the doors. We have to be out of here at 5. And it was I've been having a blast. I've been trying to keep an eye on the time, and it's really hard to do. And yeah, Grimm's
Darn
was
it,
late.
Bon Jovi.
But you know what? I can't really be mad at you, Grims, because I've been late to this show, and it's my show. So the traffic is, yeah, and you got lost. You went to what, WashU
Yeah,
instead?
it definitely took me all
I
the way
wish
to
I
WashU.
went.
And
I
also
I
was
wish I could
I
afford to
was
go to
like, I don't
WashU.
think UMSL's this way.
But yeah, you guys. Okay, so you came in. You've got this record coming out. It is called "I Know This Gets Better." It is a 5-song EP recorded at Reach Audio in Springfield with Kevin Gates. Your CD release is next Saturday, July 22nd. Your social media URL is what?
It's everything's the former me.
Is it just the former me, no
Yep.
band? Or
Facebook, Instagram.
and
yep.
if you type it into Facebook, make sure you click on the former me and not Dylan Leahy
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
put his name
because
as
he
his
comes up
nickname.
first.
I don't know why.
He
either.
yeah, but yeah, it's like and just shoot them a message. They'll get you tickets. They'll figure it out. Follow and like them anyway. I definitely recommend coming to see them. You guys were the second local band I got back into. There's a reason for that. And a lot of awesome bands playing the CD release. I think you guys are gonna keep going on to do great things. I was talking to Jay Mama earlier, and I'm going to kind of close on this note. He was like, yeah, I'm so glad, they're doing such awesome things. They deserve it. I'm like, you know what? No, I don't think anybody deserves it. People earn it. And you guys
I
earned
love
it.
Jay.
I love Jay too. And
Rest in
I
peace,
didn't mean
Sister
that
Rose.
as an insult. He agreed. Yeah, I know. And I didn't mean it as an insult. But I'm like, you worked for it. You paid your dues. And you're still doing it, and you're
Yeah.
still grinding, and you will always grind, no matter
5
how. Even
years.
Bon Jovi, well, maybe not Bon Jovi
No, not
grinds,
Bon Jovi.
but
Yeah, never again.
no, I'm saying he grinds too. Like it's everybody
No,
works.
He just whitens his teeth now.
Yep.
Fair, but you know what I'm saying.
He's got a
It's
Crest
like
sponsorship.
everything.
I believe it.
Everything takes effort. Nothing comes easily in life, and you guys definitely have gone through a lot to get to where you are. I appreciate it. So
Thank you.
I have 3 songs coming up. The first one is going to be their debut here that they're going to introduce. The ones after I'm going to intro right now. It'll be Above and Below by Skyline and Ruins. You can see them on July 22nd. And the last song is For You by Ashland. It is the strip version. You can see them July 22nd, and you can hear them here next Friday on the Superfun local show. They will be my guests. So without further ado,
This is Disquiet by the former me.
thanks, guys. Have a safe weekend.